The mistake that differentiates people who win versus people who lose is one. We will talk about it today, and we will also talk about crypto investing versus stock market investing. But before this, I will tell you the story of how my friend Danny lost $16,000 in one night. You guessed it, one night, not years, only one day. Well, Danny has been investing in crypto for over 8 months. He saw all this interesting news in Discord and Telegram channels, in the Reddit channels. He was convinced that crypto will rise, that his investment will definitely rise. And he was about $22,000 invested in this. He felt like he was into something. He felt that he was winning and that he cracked the code to becoming super wealthy. But one Tuesday night in November, he ended up losing a lot. He saw all his investment down to $6,000. From $22,000 to $6,000. He lost $16,000 in one single night because of news in the crypto sphere, and everything fell down. He called me, and his question was not frustration, but was the following question: why didn't everyone tell me this was not investing? And to be frank, this was a question for myself also, because I didn't know what to tell him. There is something that I always believed in the past, and now I think vice versa about this. Who am I? My name is Chris, and I'm a personal finance friend who will help you to explain all of these finance fancy terms in simple words, in direct words. And I'm a friend. I'm a self-taught investor. I have graduated some finance universities, but who cares? Let's jump straight to the question. What is gambling and what is investing from crypto and stock market? You think you know the answer. So did I, but I guess I was wrong. And I will see your opinion once we get there. Okay, come with me for a second. In 2017, Bitcoin has surpassed the price of $10,000. So were Ethereum and any other crypto world. Everyone was shouting, everyone was talking about this. Oh my God, I knew Bitcoin would jump so high. Your coworker always tells you it's time to invest in crypto. Even your uncle, who knew nothing about finance, suddenly he asks you, what do you think about Ethereum and other crypto meme coins? And now you're sitting there alone in your room and thinking to yourself, should I get in it? What if this is the chance to start a new life? What if I miss this opportunity? But there is a question that sits in your head always. This thinking, these emotions that is eating you out, fear of not missing something. Is this actually investing? Or is it something else? For you to understand this, to think logically, not emotionally, let's think about this. I will draw you 2 pictures in your head. The first one, you walk into a casino. You go to the first game and you choose the color. You choose the red dot. Now, you don't know what it will be. You have no control over the outcomes. If it lands on black, then you lost everything. If it lands on red, you won jackpot. Now picture 2, you buy some shares of the company Apple. Apple produces a lot of phones, iPhones, electrical devices related to iPhones. They sell a lot, they reinvest the profit into more shops, more factories, more workers, and they reinvest the value into more marketing, meaning that they provide value and the profit they share with their investors. In the last 30 years, Apple has returned to its investors 20% yearly to each one of them. The first one, you don't have any control over your outcome. The second one, you certainly know what is this, and it returns the value because you see the value, you understand it. Now here is the question, which one of this is gambling and which one of this is investing? The casinos? No, there is pure chance, you don't have control over the outcome. The Apple shares? Maybe, because you invest money and the value returns to yourself. In the casinos, you don't have control, nothing. In Apple, you give them money, they put this money into something to create more value, and then they give this money to you back as a profit. But here it's where it gets interesting. When Danny finds out in a Discord server and buys some altcoin or Bitcoin or any crypto coin there, because he saw something in a group chat in a Reddit or Discord, is that gambling or investing? Or when someone buys Bitcoin because he saw that the Bitcoin price has increased for the last 3 months. I'm not asking these questions to make you feel bad, I'm just asking you to think logically about this, because think of it, once you realize this, you will think totally different. And actually you will never see money the same again after you realize this. Now here is the distinction between them. I've put them as simple as I could. Investing is when you put money into something and that has a reason to be worth more in the future. While gambling is when you put money into something and you hope that it will grow in the future. Read those again attentively because they sound similar, but they are completely different. When you buy a share of a company, you actually invest money in the company, and the company uses the money to produce something valuable, which comes all to you. What about the cryptocurrency? Can you guarantee where the money goes? What are exactly you buying? This is the question. What are exactly you buying? Can you explain cryptocurrency? What value is behind this price? What depends on the price? Because there are some cryptocurrency, only some cryptocurrency, like Ethereum, it is used as real infrastructure to develop some payments. But the honest answer is that most people just buy it because they hope that everyone will buy it before they manage to sell. To explain it simpler, it is not an investment. It is a bet on human behavior. You buy and you hope that people will buy it more and not sell it. But you depend on the human behavior. If they panic, they sell and you lose everything that you invested. If they think that it will grow and they have aspiration and there is harmony and happiness in the market, then they will buy. That's it. And all of this is bringing me closer to the question that makes me uncomfortable, and you will also be right now. If so many people know that the crypto market is closer to speculation rather than investing, why is Danny was so convinced in crypto investing? Why was I so convinced? Why are more people great investors from the Wall Street? They have knowledge over this. They always see this crypto investing when it's actually not. The answer to this question is actually the most important in this whole video, because it is not something related to crypto. It is something related to our brain. Let me explain to you how our brain actually works and how we can escape this. We are more designed and we are wired to act more to the fear of losing something over to the fear of gaining something. That is why all the news are bad news. Because if the news is good, you will not react in such a way as you would have reacted to a bad news. Bad news actually get clicks. Fear of losing something gets you clicks. And this is what crypto, the market, is actually creating in you. A sense that, what if I miss this? What if I don't have this? When there is this, somebody is winning and you think to yourself, oh my god, I could have win like that person. And when you see the charts, you see the screenshots of some people having from $1 to $60,000, like it was with crypto. You saw that when Bitcoin hit 100k, you saw this and you thought to yourself, what if I miss now? Yes, but what if crypto wasn't so? Like all the other meme coins. It is a perfect condition to creating this feeling. People actually who make a lot of money out of this fear, are the one who creates the coins. Because every coins appear every day. A lot of coins. Each one is promising to become the next Bitcoin in price, to blow up. Think of it. If they created Bitcoin, yes, these numbers are true. They have reason, but they tell you this, you can make millions. And you buy and they sell. And all the people are gone that bought and they lost a lot of money. Who is gaining from this? The creators, the first initial investors. They have invested money, their investments have doubled, not doubled, have 10 times, 100 times more, and they have sold and everyone lost the money. And usually this kind of thumbnails and this kind of titles get clicks. Make billions with crypto, become a crypto millionaire, and so on and so forth. The majority of these people are initial investors in some meme coin, altcoin. This is not actually legally to do so. How many charts, articles, thumbnails get clicks when they say, oh, create $1 million over 50 years? Nobody clicks on this because these are boring. But boring is actually the real proof of how you can actually make money. The chart is like this, growing, steady, growing. You know what is boring else? To grow a tree. It's much simpler to grow muscle the fast way. Steroids. Put steroids on yourself and you become a powerful person. But guess what? After steroids, there is a huge risk of you losing, of damaging the heart, of you damaging everything else. There is high risk, and the old school method of growing, eating, sleeping, pumping iron, it is steadily but fixed. You don't suffer from this. The tree grows steadily and slowly. Yes, it's boring, yes, it's repeatable, but it's predictable and it is safe. Once it is huge, it cannot be low. You develop some money habits in yourself. Because think of this, if you invested 30 years ago in the S&P 500, which is a basket, an index fund of over 500 most profitable companies in the US. If you invested in this $10,000, now you would have $210,000. Compare these prices, $10,000 and $210,000 over a period of 30 years. And this is the timeline when it will pass through the dot-com crisis in 2000s. This passed through the crisis from 2008, from the COVID crisis. And throughout these years, you will look at the chart and see this is total nonsense. The chart is going down, the market crashes. But the people actually who made a lot of money out of this is the one who just put this money, they left, they forgot. Now they are seeing a lot of results in this, and they will see results because they don't care about the market. When the markets crash, they keep investing, they don't touch it. That's not emotional investing, because markets hate emotions. All these fluctuations is actually the people acting emotional, because people are the ones who create crises. They're the ones, not if the economy was designed by robots with no emotions, it will only grow faster and faster, more and more. The whole economy is based on our emotions. And winners, they always stay invested in the long term. Losers always sell when they see panic and they see news, oh my god, oh no, and they sell, they lose money, and then they blame everyone else for becoming rich, they're greedy rich, but this is a fraud, this is a scam, no one can get rich in the stock market, in the crypto, everything else. They lose hope, then they see another screenshot of someone making millions with crypto and they say, oh shit, yeah, I want to invest in crypto again. And they take a loan, they invest in crypto, then they lose again, and so on and so forth. This cycle repeats. This is human emotion. Don't think emotionally, think rational. So it is a win or lose. Think of this. Investing, it is long-term, it is predictable, and it is boring. Now crypto, it is exciting, it is short-term, it is very unpredictable. You decide. What can actually you do? These are the steps, step by step, of what actually you can do as a good investor. Here is the questions and here are the steps that Danny, in the beginning of our video, he needed to talk to someone and someone needed to tell him this before he invested in crypto. The first one is understand what you own. If you can explain what sits behind the money that you understand, then it is an investment. If you don't understand, if you don't have some stable arguments, rational arguments why the price will rise, not like someone said on Reddit this and this and this. No, this is not argument. If there is some value after the price, then it is an investment. If not, it is gambling. Now, second, if you can accept to lose money in this, then invest. If not, it is just gambling at all. Because you cannot put some money if you cannot afford to lose them. Every investment is so. Every gambling is so. Now, the third one, you can speculate on gambling like crypto. Maybe it will rise, maybe it will not rise, unless you have an emergency fund. This means 6 months of your expenses put in a separate envelope or a separate account. For if anything arises, you will take money from this one. The second one, you have investments for your retirement plan. Then if you have this, then you can speculate and you can put some money because you can afford to lose this money. And the fourth one, the last one, is stop checking prices every day. Put it and check it every 3 months. And that's it. That's what wealthy investors do. They don't check it. Because the moment you check, you get into emotions. You doubt yourself and you think, is it a good investment? Is it not? Is it good? Is it not? When you see your price drop, oh no, I should know this was bad. And when you see a rise, oh yeah, I should put even more. We are emotional creatures and we tend to think a lot emotionally. Money hates emotions. If you want to make a lot of money, think only logically. Pure logical, and that's it. That's how investors make money over the last half millennium, 500 years. Wealthy individuals think only logically, then they ignore emotions, and that's it. Now coming to the story of Danny. Danny right now invests in crypto, but only small percents. All the rest he invests in something that he can explain, like the stock market, like some personal companies, real estate. He invests a little into each one. But now in crypto, he can afford only a small percent of money that he can afford to lose. That's what you should also do. But if you want to know more on how to diversify your income in order to know how much percent you can afford to lose, then visit this video right here where I talk about budgeting, and this video where I talk about the stock market, how it works. See you next time in these videos. Peace.